This year's Society for Social Work and Research annual conference held in Seattle had a huge impact. 24 UTA School of Social Work faculty and students participated in over 30 presentations and 40 research poster displays. Held from January 15th through the 19th, 2025 at the Sheraton Grand Seattle, this year's conference centered on the theme, Strengthening Social Impact Through Collaborative Research. Featured speakers included Dr. Christine Spadola, Dr. Jennifer Murphy, and Dr. Hannah Horan, along with PhD students and candidates Lacey Jenkins and Tony Gallegos, as well as recent PhD graduate Dr. Catherine Kitchens. We asked social work PhD student Tony Gallegos, a student presenter at the conference, to share a surprising discovery from her research. Here's what she had to say.
For me, the most surprising insight was how AI chatbot involvement was being brought up by two posts that we saw. And it wasn't really something that I thought about, but given like the current culture that we live in with social media, I think that it's an important area that we should be focusing on as we continue researching, just because like they talked about how boundaries were broken in terms of like emotional connections. And so I think that that's an area that should be focused on for these teens. And then the most challenging part of all of this was just with Reddit, it's so easy to get a lot of data and it can become really overwhelming. So for the way that we handled it is we used this program called Deduce, and it made like the qualitative coding process a lot easier. But I also worked on a team with two other people, and so they were very helpful in not getting overwhelmed. But it is overwhelming to have that much data, but you just have to be strategic in how you're working with it.
We also asked School of Social Work Assistant Professor Dr. Jennifer Murphy, a faculty presenter at the conference, on what inspired her to explore the current priorities and challenges in the field of social work. Here's what Dr. Murphy had to say.
So my practice experience working as a school social worker is truly what rooted me in wanting to study this area. As I was in my PhD program, the COVID-19 pandemic took place and we saw major increases in mental health needs among youth, which I think ultimately really started to shift the priorities and needs within the field, and that's what motivated me to do this study.
Visit the link below for the list of UTA presenters and participants in this year's conference. Stay tuned as we continue to highlight the contributions of our faculty and students to social work and impact. The Society for Social Work and Research, SSWR, was incorporated in 1994 as a freestanding organization dedicated to advancing social work research. SSWR collaborates with several other organizations committed to improving support for research among social workers. Our members include faculty in social work and other professional schools, research staff in public and private agencies, and master's and doctoral students. SSWR's more than 1,900 members come from over 45 states in the US and 15 countries, and its members represent more than 200 universities and institutions. I'm Doughlas Gutierrez, reporting for the School of Social Work.